also continued to evolve. In the 1930s, a new kind of jazz emerged in the big band or swing era began popular. Swing music was energetic and fun to dance to. Jazz bands grew to include 4 trumpets, 4 trombones, 5 woodwinds, and a rhythm section. They toured all over the United States and filled the radio airwaves with the sounds of swing.
Yet another new style of jazz called bebop appeared in the 1940s. This was a very complex kind of jazz with fast melodies and improvisations. Bebop showcased the technical skills of players and had a frantic feel to it. Some people didn't care for it, while others thought it was genius.
Cool jazz also appeared later in the 1940s, but it was very different than bebop. Some think it was a kind of reaction against bebop. The word cool meant the style was more understated, moody, or subdued.
In the 1950s and 60s, Latin-influenced jazz became particularly strong.
Latin dances such as the samba and the bossa nova were extremely popular in the United States. Latin jazz has its own unique sound. It uses a wide variety of Latin percussion instruments such as congas to flavor the music. It uses syncopation, but it does not necessarily swing.
Clearly not all jazz music swings. If you've ever wondered what it means to swing or not to swing, let us show you.
first well-known jazz musicians. I played the trumpet and I was a singer with a distinctive voice. Everyone called me Saxophone.
I'm Duke Ellington. I was a jazz composer, pianist, and a big band leader for more than 50 years. Many of my works have become jazz standards, like It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing.
I'm Miles Davis. I was also a jazz trumpeter, composer, and band leader. I was a real pioneer in jazz styles like bebop, cool jazz, and fusion.
I'm John Coltrane. I play tenor and soprano saxophone, and some still consider me one of the most influential saxophonists in jazz history. My wife and son were also jazz musicians.
I'm Ella Fitzgerald. I can make any song a jazz song when I sing it. I had a 3-octave vocal range, and everybody called me the First Lady of Song.
I'm Dizzy Gillespie. I was a trumpeter, a band leader, and a composer who is big in the modern jazz scene. But I'm probably most famous for my bent trumpet and my puffed out cheeks.
I'm Dave Brubeck. I play jazz piano and am a composer who has written a number of jazz standards. I'm probably best known for my use of unusual meters, rhythms, and tonalities.
I'm Herbie Hancock. I'm also a jazz pianist, band leader, and composer. I was one of the first jazzers to embrace the electronic music. Even today, I'm still on the cutting edge of jazz.
There are a lot more jazzers than us.
We just happen to be some of the ones you may have heard about.
In the 100+ years that jazz has been around, there have been thousands of great jazz musicians.
And there will no doubt be thousands more.
All have contributed to this unique American art form called jazz.
We can't name all of them for you, of course.
But we can pay tribute to many of them.
Beethoven may not have been a jazzer himself, but we still think he would have been fine with his ode to jazz.
Good evening. My name is Nate Morsey, and I am the band teacher here at Tri-County. We'd like to welcome you to our spring concert. I'm sure Mrs. Reynolds said spring concert. This here before you is our 6th grade band, our beginning band here at Tri-County. We have 3 pieces to perform for you this evening. 2 of them are kind of going along with the theme of the night, which is jazz, and the 3rd one is a nice little march. So up first is Just Plain Blues. Next, we have Hard Rock Blues, which is going to feature 6 soloists improvising live here on stage before you on a little scale. So our soloists are, I totally blank, Cheney, then we have Brianna, then we have Madison and Krista, and Janisa, and Alexis. I got them all. I wrote it down and left it down in my room, so make sure I got them all. Okay, so here is Hard Rock Blues with some soloing.